Hello friends, this is Sakshi Gaidani. Welcome to the YouTube channel Botany Education with Sakshi. So friends, in the last videos, we learned about the male reproductive organs, the androeciums and the transection of the anther and the microsporogenesis and the formation of the male gametophyte. And in this video, we will learn about the female reproductive organ, the pistils, gynoecium. The structure of pistil and megasporangium. So friends, this landing platform which you are seeing, which receives the pollen grains, are called as the stigma. And below the stigma, this long elongated structure is called as the style. And the basal bulged part which is called as the ovary. So this part is the stigma, style and ovary which is called as the pistil. So friends, if the one pistil is present, then it is called as the monocarpellary. And the more than one pistil is present, if the many pistils are present, then that is called as the multicarpellary. And friends, in the multicarpellary conditions, if the pistils are the fused in conditions, then that is called as the syncarpus. Where the pistil is in the fused conditions, mean the style, stigma and ovary, and in the multicarpus in the multicarpellary, the pistils are in the fused conditions. So that is the syncarpus, and the example are the hibiscus and papaver. If in the multicarpellary, if the pistil is in the free, if the pistils is in the free condition, is called as the apocarpus. Examples are the annona and michelia. So friends, in the ovary, the ovarian cavity will be present, which is also called as the locules, and inside these locules, the placenta is present. From this placenta, the ovules is arised. So if in the ovary, the ovules is, it may be the one ovules will be present, or it may be the many ovules are present. So now let's see the structure of the megasporangium. Megasporangium, the ovule. So this is the placenta. From the placenta, the funicle is arised, and this is the part of the body of the ovule. So friends, this is the anatropous ovule, which is the upside down, and it is inverted. So friends, the part of the body of the ovule is the small in structures, and this is called as the placenta, from which the part of the body is arised, and the structure which you are seeing, this one, the long stalk-like structures, which is called as the funiculus. So, from which the part of the body is attached. So, from the funiculus to the part of the body, one region will present, which is called as the hilum. So, this hilum, which is the junction between this funiculus and the part of the body, means body of the ovules. And for this body of the ovules, which is attached to the placenta with the help of this stalk-like structures, which is called as the funiculus. And this body and this ovules will covered with the protective envelopes, which is called as the integument. And this one is the outer integument. And this one is the inner integument. So friends, in the protective envelopes, these two integuments which is consist with the ovules are called as the integuments. So in this the two integuments are present, which is called as the bitegmic. If the one integument is present, which is called as unitegmic. So the unitegmic ovules is present in Helianthus and Dhatura, and in monocots and polypetalae members, the bitegmic ovule is present. Means the ovule is consist with the two integument. And in the Loranthus, ategmic ovule is present. Ategmic ovule means the ovule is the integuments which is surrounds the which is consists of the ovules. The integument is absent, which is called as the ategmic ovule, which is present in the Loranthus. So the friends, this ovule is consist with the protective envelope, which is called as the integuments. The small part which is in the opening, which you are seeing, where these integuments are not joining, and which is a small opening, which is called as the micropyle. And opposite to this micropyle, the basal part, which one is the basal part, because it is the inverted ovule, here it is there, which is called as the chalaja. So friends, in these structures which you are seeing, see here, the placenta will be present. So in the placenta, which is the part of the body, will be attached with the funiculus, and these funiculus are attached with the part of the body with the help of this hilum. With the help of this hilum, this region which is the junction between the part of the body, which is called as the hilum, and it covered with this part of the ovule, the body of the ovules, which covered with the two integuments, the outer side which is called as the outer integuments, and the inner side which is called as the inner integument. And this integuments is based on the how many integuments are present, the ategmic, unitegmic and the bitegmic. And now, if this funiculus is attached to the body of the ovules, based upon this, the types of ovules are present. So friends, here you are seeing the stalk of the stalk-like structure, which is called as the funiculus, and the body of the ovule, where the small opening which is the micropyle, and here it is the chalaja. So friends, this micropyle and chalaza and funiculus which are in a straight line. So this is called as the orthotropous ovules, which is found in the most of the gymnosperm. And it is present in the polygonum, which is called as the orthotropous ovules. And the next one is the anatropous ovules. So in these structures, this is the stalk-like structure which is the funiculus, and the body of the ovules which is from the funiculus to which it is the 180 degree to the funiculus, and it is the micropyles and chalaza, and the chalaza and micropyle are arranged like this, and here it is the funiculus. So this type of ovule which is called as the anatropous ovules, and it is found in the angiosperm and in the sunflower family. And the next is the hemitropous ovules. In this the stalk-like structure which is the funiculus, and from this the funiculus to the body of the ovules which is 90 degree, which bend in the 90 degree, and here it is the micropyles and chalaza, and the funiculus which is present here, and the body of the ovule is like this. So this is called as the hemitropous, and it is present in most of the Ranunculaceae family. And next one is the compylotropous. So in this is the stalk-like structure which is the funiculus, and this the ovules, the body of the ovule such a bend like this. So in this the micropyles and this micropyles and the funiculus which lies close to each other, which is called as the compylotropous ovules, and this type of ovule is mostly present in the bean family, in the Fabaceae family. So friends, the next is the amphitropous ovules. Here the stalk-like structures which you are seeing, this amphitropous ovules which is similar to the compylotropous ovules, where it is bent in such a way, the ovules is also bent in such a way, but inside the ovules which you are seeing is the embryo sac structure. It bends is slightly, it was curved, so it looks like a horseshoe shaped embryo sac is present, which is called as the amphitropous ovules, and here it is the micropyles and the chalaza which is called as amphitropous ovules. And the next one is the silcinotropous ovules. In the silcinotropous ovules, and here which you are seeing the stalk-like structure, the funiculus, and this funiculus which is a long structure which arise like a watch spring in the ovules, and here it is the micropyles and the chalaza which is called as the silcinotropous ovules, and this is present in the Plumiginaceae family. And this amphitropous is present in the Alismaceae family. And friends, you are seeing the structures ovules. Inside this, the mass of cells are present, which is called as the nucellus, which is diploid in nature, and these cells, from these cells only, the one cell will act as the megaspore mother cells. So friends, don't be confused in these structures, because in the formation of the male gametophyte, so in the transverse section of the anther, we learn about the pollen sacs which will act as the microspore mother cell. So that is the microspore mother cells, and it is a megaspore mother cells. So inside this one in the nucellus, this one developed into which is located the female gametophyte, which is the embryo sacs, which we will learn in the next video.